Well, this article is slightly different. It's a review of a book, and the book is this book by Matthew Lazola, and it's called Heretic, a scientist's journey from Darwin to design. And Matty is a Finnish scientist, a biologist of some repute, and he has been working in his specific specialism for 40 years. And the book is slightly autobiographical. It plots his journey, as it were, through science, academia, but it also takes issue with the way that the intelligent design movement has been marginalized and misrepresented and effectively misunderstood or just ignored by the scientific community, despite the fact that the evidence for intelligent design is mounting with every year, and the more and more we know about biology and the complexity of biological systems, the more impossible evolution becomes. The book itself is well worth reading. It's not too technical, and if you want to get an understanding of the issues involved in intelligent design, then I could recommend this book. And I think it's important to see that the evidence against evolution is overwhelming, and the evidence for intelligent design is also equally overwhelming. And the reason why I've majored on modern miracles and lost my other articles is because once you've accepted that we live in a world which has supernatural causes, that's modern miracles, then the evidence for design is, as I just said, is overwhelming, because the only reason why you would accept evolution is because you won't accept the possibility of supernatural causes. But if you have modern miracles, the problem of supernatural causes is gone. There are supernatural causes. We don't have a problem anymore with them. Therefore, go where the evidence leads, not where you would like it to go. If you don't want to believe in God, you'd like it to go in the way of evolution. But academic work should be about integrity and honesty. And if the evidence is genuinely leading to intelligent design, then be open and honest to that conclusion. And don't try to push something that hasn't got the evidence and is actually potentially dangerous to your soul, because it robs you of a possibility of knowing God. But even more importantly, is dangerous to the souls of everybody around you. Because if you persuade them that there is no God, and it turns out there is a God, what a horrible thing to have done to your neighbours, to your colleagues, and to your friends, and to your family. To have persuaded them that there was no God when the evidence was there for God, that is catastrophic. I don't think people have fully understood, when you promote atheism and you do that to all the people around you, and if you're a teacher and you're doing it to those you're teaching, it says in the Bible, woe unto teachers. Very, very serious. Because if there's a God, and you've been telling people there is no God and evolution is true, when you stand before God, you will not only be responsible for your own soul, but you'll be responsible for all the souls that you have told there was no God to. And that's why this is a very important subject. It's about not only your own personal salvation, but the salvation of those people who you have affected by your atheism or agnosticism. This is not said in a judgmental way, far from it. It's said in a way to encourage us to think seriously and appropriately about the subject. Go where the evidence goes, and don't let your disposition to want to have the no God cloud what the evidence is actually saying. Because not only is your eternal salvation dependent upon that, but the eternal salvation of those whom you love and care for. Well, thank you for listening.